Welcome everyone and thank you for being with me on this journey. I am Diana Popa, business coach, and my special guest today is Kate Bertusek. Kate is a transformational business coach. She has more than 10 years of experience in transformational projects in corporations and has connected within her coaching this experience with her passion for energy process work. She supports entrepreneurs who want to grow their business in flow. Welcome, Kate. Thank you so much for being with me today.
Hi, thank you very much, Diana, for having me here. It's really a great pleasure for me to be here today. Thank you.
Tell us more about your story and how you started on this path of helping other entrepreneurs with their businesses.
Yeah, actually, it's a long story because I started to be really interested in people and in psychology really soon. Already with 13, 14 years, I started to really study psychological books and various mental healing books and so on. And then I studied philosophy, and after that I taught German at one private school. But as I was not really happy with this kind of job, I wanted to go to work in business. So I started to work for one corporate business as a German-speaking accounts payable clerk. So I was working in accounting, but through this, I really developed myself in the business to project lead. And after a few years, I started to lead transformational projects where we were required to change the environment within the business, so to change the setup of people and so on. And through all my career history, I realized that the most important in each business is, of course, a person. Yeah, so somebody who can change the business and also have bad impact on the business. Because if people bring to the business their history, which are not overworked, which is not processed, then these people can really harm the business more than help this business to grow. So this is in short period of time explain my history. So this is why I connected what I love, what I studied 10 years ago, systemic constellations and coaching methods with my business experiences. And I started really to support people to grow their business from beginning in such a way that this business can grow really sustainably and also to become successful business.
Thank you so much, Kate. Absolutely. There is a need of this transformation, I believe, in businesses, but also in organizations. And I would like to ask you, how do you think that the culture of the organization can impact individuals, can impact their performance? So I know that it goes both ways. Individuals need to make an effort and to really develop themselves. But what can the organization do to actually improve this mindset of their employees?
Yeah, actually, it's very depending what I have experienced on really strong founder, owner, or manager of the organization. If this personality has really good focus and if there is clear vision where the company should go, then this really leader can lead the company to that. So all employees will be really more than happy to work for such a leader, of course, yeah. Because we can see it on big companies like Google, for example, they created such an environment for people that these people love to work for this company, and there is really big competitions to attend this company and to work for this company, yeah, because the environment is really supporting people to grow, and through this also the business grows.
Absolutely. Thank you, Kate. I would like to ask you next, what do you think is the biggest mistake we are doing as business owners when we put in place our processes?
Yeah, actually, it's really depending on our energy, yeah. Because what I learned through systemic constellation is if there is nothing behind you, if there is no path which you could respect and which you could really embrace and love and take with you, then you can also not grow. Without the roots, there is no growth of the tree. So it's like that, yes. So you need really to have really stable roots in your family, in your school, and so on. And if you accept this and you respect this, then you can grow really fast. and you can create unlimited success. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Kate. Can you tell us more about this constellation? I don't know how you called it. I have no idea what this means, and I am sure that also our audience would like to hear more about it.
Yeah, so systemic constellation was founded in Europe, we say so, by Bertusek. But this is a method which was developed by him mostly, but the roots are by Victoria Satir and other people. And this is a method which was created by observing the African people in their systems. And Bert Hellinger was living in Africa as missionary, and he was really observing people, how they behave in various systems. And he started to create, according to this behavior, various rules and laws which are valid in the system. And as I started to study this systemic constellation, I realized these laws are really valid everywhere in each kind of system. If it is your body, if it is your family, if it is your business environment, everywhere the same type of laws exist. And if we accept this kind of laws and we follow them, we can be really in our flow, in the energy flow, and we can create whatever we want. Yeah. So
thank you so much. You made me very curious about it. And I don't know if you can tell us more about what are these laws and how we can apply them. Exactly what you mentioned, that we need to be in this energy, in this flow in our business.
Yeah, if I take into consideration these laws for business, I would mention that really in business, these laws are such three basic laws. One is to belong to the system. So to your system of business, if you are creator of a business, belong everybody around the business. So your suppliers, your clients, everybody who can in some way influence this business. But of course, you are a personality, a human, which is also influenced by your family. So a part of this system, and I think, and from my experience, I can say also the biggest part of influence can have your family. Because, for example, there are people who are really influenced by their parents. Yes, their parents never did any business. They were ordinary people who lived normal lives. And if these parents started to influence the son in such a way, you will never be rich, you will never have money, you will never create any success or be successful, then this son takes it over. And what is the sense of this constellation is to really bring order in this system. So the son should say, okay, you gave me life, thank you very much for that. But for the rest of things, I will care by myself. Yeah, and if the son will really accept the past as it was, and he will be not angry or upset, yes, my parents, they destroyed my whole life, but he will understand, but behind this was their big love to me. They wanted to protect me, and I will take it because they really loved me, and this love can then flow also into the business. So if a person has this love behind and understands that there was nothing to harm him, but really to love him and to protect him, he can take this energy from parents and he can really create in the life whatever he wants. So first of all, of course, he can create next life, but next life doesn't need to be only kids. It can be also business. Yeah, because we say many times, business is my child. So sometimes we create this child business and we give all our energy to this business, that this business can grow and can really continue our lives. Yeah, and this is also very important in the business, because if there is a vision that I want to create something sustainable what will grow also after I will die, then I have really a mission to continue in this life. Yeah, I want really to give something further to my kids, to my other successors, and so on.
Thank you so much, Kate. This is very inspiring and I am very curious about it. And whilst you were talking, I was trying to picture everything I learned and how this actually apply applies also in the corporate world. And I know that as business owner, definitely we have to do this work with ourselves to really grow personally and to identify the limiting beliefs we are having, where they are coming from and how to overcome them. I know, although that many people are trying to do it maybe in the corporate world, not everyone is doing it yet. So not everyone is at the same level of awareness, of consciousness, of development. And this afterwards affects the whole team as a whole. And then obviously the business and the results. What can we do actually in this corporate environment as individuals if we are part of the team and we see someone else who is maybe not developed enough? How can we help that person? Is there a way to guide those people, whether we are in a leadership position or just like a team member?
Actually, I'm really coming from this loving environment where we have to respect the others. Yes, we cannot influence the others. You must change yourself. I can change myself, and then it can be that this will have the impact on the others, that they will change as well, because really it is sometimes only a little movement needed, and then everything will change. So it is possible through this systemic constellation that the owner or some manager or also some employee will come to this coaching and he will ask to create balance within his team. And it's possible to work like that because he needs it for him. Yeah. But if he will come and ask, okay, I would like to change my colleague, it's not possible. So we cannot work with this. But I can see it also in my own environment and also in my business. If I work on myself on this way, I can change also my clients. Yes, they are more educated, they are more open, they want to know more and so on. So I think it's really starting by ourselves.
I fully agree with you. And this is something that I learned a while ago, that if I start changing myself, something else is going to change around me because of the energy, because I am vibrating at a different level, and then everything around is going to be impacted. And I know that this is the case for the positive, but also for the negative. And this is everywhere around us. And I am dreaming about this moment in the future when everyone is going to be aligned and everyone is going to be positive and happy and really respect each other and treat each other with kindness. I believe that this is really missing nowadays. And I would like to ask you about the business part, because you mentioned that you are also working with entrepreneurs, with business owners. What can they do actually to have this flow in their businesses, to really identify how to grow faster, if it is possible, or how to grow in a healthy manner?
Yeah, actually, from my experience, I would say that it's really to have a look at internal structures, yes? Because if one little element is not working in your internal structures, your business cannot grow. And I can tell you about one example from my experience that there is a company which have really unclear internal structures, organizational structures. Yes, nobody knows here exactly what is he or she responsible for. So first of all, I would start really to have a look at my business from some point of view, not from inside, but more from outside. Like I would have a look at something what is an object outside of me, and to see how are the relationship between each element and how is the flow there. If there is flow and everything is okay, then the business can grow. Maybe the problem is then by me that I have some block which should be released or something. But in majority of cases, these internal structures show us there is something missing, something not working. So, and this is also what we did during the project management, that we start first to plan what we will do. Okay, we want to, for example, make healthier our process in accounting, and we needed to analyze it. Yes, so what is there? And then I can act accordingly, I can correct it, and then again check if this correction helped me to be better, to make faster progress or whatever.
Thank you so much, Kate. This actually reminds me of my former experience in the corporate world. I used to be an auditor, and I used to audit processes and all the governance structures, roles and responsibilities, all the procedures that they have in place. And definitely what I noticed generally is that everything is linked to people. So people are the ones putting something in place, putting certain rules. They are also the ones applying them later on. And this is something that always strikes me, is that sometimes we want to achieve too much. Sometimes we want to do too much and too fast. And then we get overwhelmed and we get burned, and then we don't even manage to stick to our own rules. What would you say that is the solution there? Because this is also the case for business owners who are starting their businesses. They get overwhelmed very quickly because of all the tasks they are doing. And I know this was also my experience.
Yeah, definitely. It's also my experience, yes, because it's really difficult to combine all these aspects of business at the beginning. But I believe if you have clear vision, if you have clear focus really on what you want to achieve, this will come and build together in some way. Yes, it's like life organism. It's like a program. First of all, it doesn't work, but then if you really see only one point, I want to achieve this, then everything will really come to the place and the business will build.
Absolutely. So it's just about consistency and never giving up, and keep testing and adjusting.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm not I'm not really a person who is such structuralized that I would say you must do these steps, because I know I see a lot of entrepreneurs, mainly in online business, who are following the strategies, who are really doing each step, and even though the business cannot grow. And there is the problem, because the strategy can work for me, but it will not work for you if you are not there yet. And because of this, I would really have to focus and do it more intuitively. Yes, if I feel, okay, this is now my good chance. And I must say, I use systemic constellation really much because it's process work. And every time when I cannot decide, okay, is this good for me? Can I be successful in this? Then I will put it in front of me. And I have really this feeling, is it going to work or not? If not, then I know it's not good path for me and I need to change it. Yeah. So I believe we need to feel who we are and really what we want and how we want to achieve it. Because if some mentor will tell you, okay, contact now 100 people a day per messenger and so on, maybe it's not good path for you. Yeah.
I fully agree with you. Thank you so much for saying that in the interview, because this is something that I noticed also in my business and in my path. And it's something that I keep saying to people, that you need to be authentic in the way you design your process, in the way you conduct everything, whether it's about marketing, whether it's about sales. Everything needs to come from within. And I fully agree with you. I went to so many courses, so many trainings, trying to implement something and trying to implement their structures, and they were not working. And I was thinking why they are not working. And then I started to analyze what was happening inside myself, exactly what you mentioned. Is this aligned with who I am? If I need to, to send emails, or exactly what you mentioned, to send messages, is this something that I want to do in my business, in my time? And the answer was no. And then I started to change everything around. And everything started to work when I was aligned with my purpose and what I really wanted to do. Thank you so much.
I think it's the best way, yes, how to build a business.
Yes, it's a growing path, and this is what I notice more and more, is that it's never over. It's like I am growing every single day, emotions and feelings and obstacles, challenges. But this is, I think, the beauty of the journey, is really to enjoy it. I would like to ask you next, how do you think that we can identify our mission based on who we are and based on our nature?
This is the difficult part. This was also difficult for me because I was educated in some way. For example, I wanted always to be psychologist, and my parents always told me you cannot be psychologist because you are too emotional and you will really suffer under this, yeah. But I knew that I'm really here to support people, to serve them. I'm not here to sit behind the table and work on computer, because this is not for me fulfilling. And it was really tough. Yeah, I was struggling a lot, and the majority of my life, I was like living two lives. One life where I was working in corporate and I was earning money, and in the other life, I was doing what I loved. Yeah, so I really visited a lot of courses, and I wanted to learn a lot of things about these laws of universe and about the laws of our lives. But there was a sickness which showed me, if I will not change something in my life, I will be never happy. Yeah, and since this sickness, I realized I must do and I must go my path. So if you really feel you are not on the right place now, and you don't want to do it, and you do it only for money, then stop doing it, and just start to think, okay, what would make me happy, where I would feel flow, where I could work 12 hours a day and I would not have problem with that. Because I must say, at one job, I was really in this flow and I could work a lot and I was happy and so on. But however, it was mine, but it was not mine because I was still a worker for corporate. And I'm free spirit, I need to do it on my own way, yes. So I don't want to be told every time by someone, you must work like this or that. So if you are such a person that you are happy to follow someone, it's okay, it's fully okay if you feel good in this position. But if you want to achieve something else and you know that you must, there is no other option anymore, you must do it for yourself and for your family, to be in your place, then go to this place. And what happens, you will see, everything will again build into that position that you will be there. Yeah.
I love that. Thank you so much, Kate. Thank you for sharing that with me and for sharing your experience in this interview. I would like to close today by asking you, who are you serving and how can people contact you?
Yeah. So I started with people who start their business, yeah, because I would like to really serve people with gaining clarity, who I am, where I want to go, which client should I serve, which client can I attract, how can I really gain abundance in my business, because many people have these blocks which do not allow them to go further. But of course, I cannot say I serve only this kind of people. I serve everyone who has some intention to change something in his business. So if you are ready to change something, and also in unconventional way, yeah, because I don't work with really some planning and strategic plans for your business and so on, but I'm working with the energy and with your soul level. So if you want to connect with your business, with your clients, with your mission, and you really want to achieve through this act flow, then I'm here for you.
Perfect. And how can they contact you?
So I can offer you currently a free 30-minute session. I will share with you under the video link for this, or you can follow me on my Facebook page, Kate Bertusek.
Thank you so much, Kate. For those of you who need Kate, don't hesitate to contact her because she's going to be there to transform your business. Thank you so much for being with me today, Kate.
Thank you very much once again, Diana. It was very nice to speak to you. Thank you.
And for those of you listening to us, stay connected because there is so much more to come.